Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you are able to download a PDF from the plan, open it up into Adobe Reader, and be able to write on it. So here are the steps on how to do it. So I'm going into my classes. Your classes, you'll have a lot of different class tiles. Go into the class, your plan. See, I went to the plan link up at the top. Now, for today, March 28th, which is on a Monday, I'm going to click that date on the plan. So we're in Wigfall's class. I'm going to click more because that makes it bigger and I like being able to see the whole screen of what I have to do on the plan. So there we go. So there are some links in here that you have to download so that you're able to write on it. Going to school virtually is important to know how to do these skills so that you know how to write on digital worksheets and be able to turn that in because you're in an all digital environment, right? So it makes sense. This is a skill that you will need even going into high school. Depending on what you do after high school, it's a skill that you would need to do after that as well. So it's good to know how to do this. So I'm clicking on this link right here. You see where for today, it tells you to download this PDF so we can fill it out. There's a link right here. We're doing Lord of the Flies, and you're going to need to fill out this worksheet while we work. These same rules apply to any worksheet that is given to you to download as a PDF and to be able to write on it. So I have my worksheet pulled up. Now you see in this upper right hand corner where my arrow is bouncing, where my cursor is bouncing, there's a little down arrow with a line. That's how we download. This is print, where you see the little printer picture. And when you hover over it, it'll even tell you download. I'm going to click that. And hopefully you have your English folder. Look up here. This tells you where it's being downloaded. Okay, I know it's going into my teaching resource folder under documents. That's where I'm putting it. For you, hopefully you're putting it in your class folder. You should have a reading folder, or should I say English? You should have an English folder, a history class folder, a science class folder. If you're just throwing everything in one big folder or just all over the place in your computer, then it's going to make it harder to pull those up, especially when the teacher says, I didn't get that assignment, and you're thinking, I know I turned that in. It's going to save you a lot of headaches if you have a folder. I do have a video on how to do that, so I'll direct you to that video. In this video, we're just going to go into saving our PDF, pulling it up in Adobe Reader, and being able to write on it. So I know I'm saving it into my teaching resources folder because it tells me here. I know I'm under documents and I'm in my teaching resources folder. I'm going to click save. Now you see at the bottom down here, it's showing me that I have saved it. Now, this little up arrow right here, click on that. Do not, I'm going to repeat, do not click open. If you click open, all it's going to do is open another tab, just like the one we're looking at. You want to open it not on the internet, but you want to open it inside of Adobe Reader. So the easiest way to do it is show in folder. We're going to open it directly from our folder that we saved it in. Show in folder. This is our folder. So anytime you go to your folder and pull it, it should open up in Adobe Reader. It already has it highlighted for us. I'm going to double click. Ta-da! You see how it looks different? It's not a web page. It opened up into Adobe Reader. Now, how do I write? Over here on the side, you see where it says comment and it looks like a little conversation bubble. This is how you're able to write. So make sure you go to comment. Now look at the top. You see this whole row of tools opened up. Over here it says comment because that's the part that I have open. Now it's going to give me all these different ways to comment on my document. I just want to be able to write on it. So I'm going to click this capital T. If you hover over these things, it tells you what each thing is for. Add text, add a text box, use a drawing tool, eraser. It tells you. Like if I were to say I want to use a drawing tool and I have the color green, you could change the color. Purple's my favorite color. And I'm drawing, then I can draw. Hi. It might not be so easy for you to write or draw your answers that way. So I'm going to erase that. Oops. I don't want to. I'm going to erase that. With my, you can just use the eraser. That makes it easier. Using your eraser right here, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to erase that mistake that I just did. Because I really don't want to draw it. I want to type my answer. Go to the capital T. Click. And now you can type. Hello. Now I can type. Anywhere you click, you can type there too. Oops, I can type here too. See how I'm typing in the document? Now I'm done. I want to turn it in. Make sure you always save your work. Save. You can just save it as the same title and it'll just save it new. I'm going to save it in the same folder. Yep, I'm going to replace it. So just make sure you save it and you know where to save it. So you can always come back to it. Then in the future, you just go to your folder, find your file, and open it up. And it'll open right in Adobe Reader. And you know how to write on your document that was a PDF that was opened in Adobe Reader. Hopefully this has helped you on writing on a PDF document. Now keep in mind, the K-12 school computers all have Adobe Reader downloaded. So if it's asking you, you need to pay for it, one of two things have happened. One, you tried to open it the wrong way. Two, you are on a personal computer that is not administered from Stride K-12, and you don't personally have Adobe Reader active on your computer. So it's asking you to pay for it. Outside of those two reasons, you should be able to open it up if you're on a school computer or if you're on a personal computer and you know for a fact you have Adobe Reader. Let me know if you have any questions.